I'm Don Clausson, President and CEO of Strat Property Management. We own and operate 78 self-storage facilities. We operate under the brand Nokē Storage in the Texas, Colorado markets and Stacks Up, S-T-A-X Up in California. It was an exciting time. There were so many changes taking place in the self-storage business, and the thought of being able to, for a customer to access their unit without having to get out and actually go in there, unlock the lock, whether they had the right key, just the convenience that was brought for the customer was I think the main thing that drew me to look into it in more detail. Most people said just Nokē won't work. This is a small rural area and this would not be the place to start. Thank you for disagreeing and making us stick to it. That facility is, I believe, that was definitely our launching point. That gave us the chance to see it wasn't only a better customer experience, the thought of no more overlocking by physically going out and having the manager have to leave the office, go and do the overlocks, forgetting to take off a lock that's supposed to have been taken off. There's so many missed opportunities if the team member's not sitting in the office and ready to rent a unit. So there's another great benefit. It was a big time savings. It had, and there was also something nice that it was different. The customer, they would give them a talking point. Everybody knew that at least had rented a storage unit, how to slide the hatch. They know that they could maybe catch their finger in there, or sometimes they're harder to open than others. Getting the lock instead of taking your phone out and pushing a button. So quite fun. Again, tough question, because there's so many different things that we like about it and that our team likes about it. I would guess that if you'll talk to most managers, they love the fact that they don't have to go out and do the overlocks. That's a pretty good benefit. I also think that they like being able to talk to the customers about it. It's just, again, it's something that's a little bit different. The door rolls up the right way. We have a lock that works a little differently. The thought of being able to share the key, it gives them something to talk about. That we're in competitive markets, and there's not I guess the differentiator could be certainly the quality of your self-storage facility, price, but this is something that most self-storage facilities don't have it yet. You'll get there. It is great to be out on a site and be able to actually talk with the customer. And without exaggeration, I've probably talked to 200, 300, 400. I'm going to go 300 or 400 customers. So a small sampling, but out of the number of customers I've talked to, there has been one that had something negative to say about it. And by the end of the conversation, he was telling me more positives than the negatives. So I like that best. The customers definitely, they get it. They like the convenience. There's nobody that could say they'd rather come up, roll their window down, kind of hang out the window as they try to punch in their key, get through the gate, then by the time they get to their locker, go through the process. So our customers do like the convenience. We like to provide the convenience for our customer, and that provides us, just sets us apart a little bit. Without a doubt that it has helped us in many different ways. So the early thought was maybe it's not a good idea to put a Nokē lock down in a whatever area that is subject to maybe more crime than others. However you want to phrase it, but a higher risk area, an area that's had more break-ins. And I actually thought about that and could see that maybe it's not a good idea to put it in. It's been just the opposite. I think that even the people that break into units, we've kind of fooled them a little bit. Can they get into the unit eventually? Of course, anybody can get into anything they want to, but it has provided a reduction in break-ins. It's helped us in other ways also. It just, again, it looks different, it looks more secure. There's not something to go in, get into without just by cutting a locker. There's certainly plenty that again, it's not just one. And I think that I've talked to other operators and they talk about, they feel that they can charge a little bit more maybe they can charge quite a bit more. That we've talked about the cost savings from just an operational standpoint, from the time saving standpoint. The big one for us is the units rent faster, and that's the business we're in. So I don't know if I get a 1% premium or $10 more per unit. What I do know is that our Nokē facilities are more occupied than our traditional self-storage.